Hey everybody, it's Endless Serenity. I hope all is well. I am wanting to talk to you today briefly about making choices. Making choices are very difficult at times, and the reason why I say that is because if you're a person like myself, the sacrificial lamb, you'll make sacrifices that at times you may not feel comfortable doing. My advice to you is don't be the sacrificial lamb. Don't do it. If you love someone, you really love someone, you want to make them happy. You want to do anything to make them smile, anything to laugh, anything to cry, but you want to make them happy. And that's something that I have done for so long. I can't even remember a time when I didn't do that. And I have to say to you all is don't do that. If you love the person, you make a sacrifice. But don't sacrifice your heart. Don't sacrifice your soul. Don't sacrifice who you really are, because you're going to end up resenting the fact that you did. You're going to end up hating the fact that you did. And you're going to end up hating yourself for not being true to who you are. When we date someone, we mold ourselves around them, and we learn to be who we are, but we learn to adjust to their habits, to what they like, to what they don't like. It is very hard sometimes for us to be ourselves when we're trying to be what that person wants us to be. I'm telling you this because I don't want you to do that. Be who you are. Be true to yourself. Know in yourself what you want to do. I mean, there are going to be days where you're unsure. There are going to be times where you're wondering, did I make the right decision? Go within yourself and ask yourself internally, is this the best thing for me? Did I make the right decision? If you think it's the best decision for you, then there's a pretty good chance you did. Not everyone's going to like your decision. Not everyone's going to understand your decisions. And not everyone's going to want to know why you did your decisions, or they may want to know and you don't want to tell them. Just don't compromise you. Relationships are a compromise. It's a give and take. I know that. I don't want the person you're with to make you who they want you to be, and then you lose yourself in the process. Because then you're not being an individual. You're not being who you are when they first started dating you. Who you were when they first fell in love with you. If a person falls in love with you, they fall in love with the person that you are. Unless you're trying to play this facade and be who they want you to be, and they're just falling in love with a reflection of themselves. And let's face it, how boring is that? How dull is that? How dumb is that? Then that love is going to be short-lived. You're not going to be individuals. You're going to be clones of each other. And that's just redonk. That's just redonkulous in its most form, to be even more verbal about it. You might have saw me tear up, but it's because I had some things in my mind, and I had people in mind while making this video. But most of all, I have you in mind. If you're watching this and you're saying to yourself, I love this person, but I'm not who I am when I'm with them. I'm who they want me to be. If you can't be yourself 100% of the time, then you might be with the wrong person. Because you're going to have to eventually face the fact that the real you is going to come out eventually, or you just might lose yourself. I don't want to live in a world where I'll be with someone that I can't be myself with because they want me to be a size 12 and I'm supposed to eat veggie foods all day, and I can't wear the clothes that I want to wear, or I can't wear a hat sometimes because it makes me look tomboyish or whatever. No, you should be who you are. You should wear what you need to wear to make yourself feel as comfortable as possible. I would just say be respectful. If you're going to wear a scandalous outfit, you might want to be precautious in how you handle yourself. If you're going to just be who you are and say what you want to say and be verbal, then do so. You need to let the person see who you are. They can't possibly fall in love with a complete stranger that they've practically cloned or they've modified to the best of their abilities to make them who they want them to be. That's not how love is. That's not how life is. You learn to assimilate. You learn to adapt. Doesn't mean you become a clone of somebody. You're molded identical to what they need you to be. No, you grow up in a relationship. If you're not growing in a relationship, then there's no point in you being in a relationship. Because relationships are about growth. They're about learning about each other, loving each other more and more, getting to know each other on a different aspect, a different level. If you can't do that, then you might want to call it quits. Don't settle. Please don't settle. So many people that I know settle. They don't want to be alone. They want someone to take care of them financially. No, boo-boo, take care of you. Take care of your needs financially and your own. There's nothing more empowering or more sexy about a person than them taking care of themselves. Them having independence. Them knowing who they want to be, who they are, their goals and ambitions. There's nothing more sexier about a person than that. I mean, the physicalities are bogus. You could gain and lose weight. You can have plastic surgery to fix saggy boobs, ugly faces. You know, that's all, to me, it's all materialistic. It's all outer layer. The more in-depth problems, the inner layer. You know, gravity does horrible things to the body. Horrible things to the body. We age quickly, we age slowly. You know, it's all that's so superficial. That's so superficial. I'd have to tell you to be with someone that was made out of plastic. That's not what I want you to do. I want you to be you. Be who you are, be where you're meant to be, and say to that person, I am who I am, and take me as I am. And if you can't, then you don't love me. If you can't be with me. You have to be the one to take that charge in your life, and you have to be the one to say that to that person, because they're not going to know unless you tell them. They're not going to understand unless you tell them. And if you don't take a stand for yourself now, nobody else will. And if somebody else does, it won't make a difference because it's not coming out of you. I can't tell you how many friends I've done that with, and it's annoying because I'm fighting for them and they're not fighting for themselves. No, you have to fight for yourself. It's good that other people come in to back you up, but they're called your backups. They're not you. So take a stand for yourself. Be the person you're meant to be. And say no for settling. No one should settle for someone because they're cute and, oh, you know, they're nice, but it's a bunch of lists that's negatives about them. And you settle with them because that one but makes it so much better. No, if you weigh down the scale, pros and cons, and the pros outweigh the cons, then you stay. But if the cons outweigh the pros, you leave. Or you find a way to make a compromise. But you don't lose yourself in the process. You don't compromise everything about yourself for that person. It doesn't work. You're not going to be happy that way. And don't you want to be happy? Don't you want to say, this person loves me because they know who I am. They know the real me that's inside. Love yourself. Know yourself. Respect yourself. And others will respect you too. Until next time. Love yourself unconditionally. Love others. But love yourself more. I have to quote J-Lo on one thing because I may not be completely into the whole world of like stars, but the one thing she did say in an article that I did read, and I found that to be the most empowering words I've heard her say or anyone say so far. When she was when the whole thing happened with her husband and her, she did say, I love him, but I love me more. I love me more enough to know that this is not going to work, and that all I'm going to do is lose out opportunities of being happy. She got it. She understands. That's the truth. You could be with someone and love them, but if you're not happy and you're not in love with that person and everything they're doing is negative to you, then it means get the hell out. Love yourself more. So until next time, take care.